And he wanted to make a cut, and his feet slipped from underneath him.
Rained a little bit this morning, and the field might be still a little bit slick in spots.
No, I think they can possibly still make a first down just shy of the goal line.
Yeah, they can make first down just inside the 1 yard line, it looks like.
And they try to give to Parker. That's a good defensive job. You can't say anything about that. He didn't take that fake. Good play by the defensive line for Marshfield. So it's going to bring up a second down. We'll call it 2nd and 9. And they try to go wide now with Real trying to break to the outside. And looks like he's going to step in, and he does. Just as he was tackled. Now, in the earlier play, you saw Heath Parker try to break inside, and with the fake, he was able to hold the line a little bit. Jeff Real.
Fantastic effort by Jeff Real. He's been giving it all season.
That's a good job by Jeff Real just to cover that ball up. Nothing he could do about that. Just the snap was a little bit high, I tell you. But he took one, I think it was 2 weeks ago, kind of leaped out of his squatting position and with one hand put the ball down. So just a tough. Well, we still have 3:52 left to go here in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs are up 13-0. And we'll take a break here on the Bulldog Network. This is WRPS. Well, as we come back into play, Jeff Real is going to be doing the kicking off here with 3:52. Bulldogs up 13-0. Looks like they like to keep that ball low. Very interesting tactic by the special teams. So they don't give the Marshfield people a chance to retrieve the ball. It's worked out pretty well. So Don Robichaud is going to be the quarterback. Maybe we can pick up the names and numbers. The offensive line looks pretty strong, doesn't it?
Sure does.
31st-10. I tell you, the defense is really led by Scott Mumford and also Derek Smith coming in to finish. So 2nd down and 6. Robichaud's got him in an I formation. Gives to the I back. 2nd man through. Nice hit low. Rockland defense again, nice hit low. That's all I can say about that because it stopped him right in his tracks. That might have been Brendan O'Keefe, I'm not sure, but whoever hit him right low, right as he went through that hole. So it's 3rd down and 3. Linebackers, maybe too much time alone, maybe movement. We'll see. That's kind of a tough break, Phil. You got a 3rd and 3 now. You got a 3rd and 8.
We'll take it.
We'll set this defense for you. Smith at the linebacker spot. You got Smith and Hickey at cornerback. Safety, you got Hansen and Ewell. Up front's the defensive ends are Nihill and Real. Mumford and McCarthy. Nice.
That's intercepted.
Nice. And that Dr. D. Dr. D caused that. I know, but Dr. D caused that because he jumped up in the air, and just like the teacher waved his hand, it was going by. And I don't know if he got a piece of it, but that ball did not come off the hands of the quarterback the way he wanted to. Pete Parker stepped right up and made the stop. That was Brendan O'Keefe on the nose.
So at this point, with 2:13 to go in the first quarter, 13 to take care of business. What's this?
That's Timmy Lee.
Oh, look at this.
Timmy Lee, he showed a lot of speed in the JV game earlier this week. Nice of the JV team, but he ran some from the running back, and I'll tell you, everybody was impressed.
I saw that earlier last week there. I think Lou Holtz ran that play a little bit. Not to bring back any bad memories.
Yeah, we'll get you tomorrow. So we get a second down. Let's call it second and about 5. Mumford Real and Tony McSherry are your backs.
There it is. By Derek Yule to become a defensive back on that play. Well, Rockland pulling out a little trickery tonight.
Yeah, and of course Tony McSherry. He can throw the ball. He's got some quarterbacking experience, but usually he's a running back, so they try that halfback option.
That was a good call. I like that call.
Ball's just shy of the 30-yard line, so it's on about the 31. So back set, splitting out 4 receivers. Very close, but I think he's going to be just a little shy. Got a pretty good mark on the ball, but
short.
Just a little bit, and I think Rockland will probably go for this on a 4th down.
Well,
4th and inches. And Rockland's going to take a timeout to make sure they've got the right call here against the defense. This is Rockland High School football here on WRPS TV 53. Have a minute and 2 seconds to capitalize on really the second turnover with an interception by Heath Parker. They're leading 13-0. Here's a tough one, 4th and inches for the Bulldogs. No, I think we might have a little. That might have cost.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Now it's going to be a procedure against the Bulldogs.
Let's see what they ought to do here now. They're going to go for it on 4th and 5.
Procedure, as you can see, against the Bulldogs, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 5 situation. So Mumford Parker, your backs. Nice catch by Larry Hansen. And again, Mike Sherry with the presence of mind. He's see if I get an open receiver.
They're running a lot of options off that set. What they, that first option is a streak. Tonight I've seen Larry do a curl, and I saw him doing in on that. So they're running a little bit different.
So they're on about the 16-yard line, 1st and 10 in Ram territory. They're going to give it to Jeff Reel.
Good play defensively.
Yeah, I was watching that last couple of plays. That's something we have seen the majority of this season. Defensive teams are going to come in here. Put a linebacker on Jeff Reel, so wherever he goes, they're going to go. Play, 2nd and 10. Ball's on about 17 yards.
That's going to end the quarter.
Yeah, it's going to end the quarter. So time has run out here in the first period, so Rockland will have to run that second down. At the end of the first quarter, the score is the Rockland Bulldogs 13 and the Marshfield Rams 0. And this is Rockland High School football here on WRPS TV 53. Well, we start the second period of play. As I said, the Bulldogs are up here 13-0. And Rockland's faced with a 2nd and 10 on about their own 17. And again, a good defensive play. That defense swinging out wide with that fake pitch and just give it straight up the middle of Mumford, but he was stopped in his tracks. So the Marshfield defense here coming up, making some stops here on this.
So that's what it's going to be. We have to convert the turnovers that we create.
Sherry back to pass. He's got a little bit of pressure. He just takes the ball down. Nice individual running effort by Mike McSherry. Offensive line did a pretty good job of holding him, but the defensive secondary had good coverage. I think we only had 2 receivers out on that pattern, and they had them pretty well blanketed.
Larry Hansen.
Okay, and so Jeff Reel is going to try a field goal from 17. We'll try a field goal from about the 17-yard line, so we'll call it a 27-yard here field goal attempt. Remember, these are live balls. I don't know if it's going to be close. We'll have to see it, and it is. Okay, Phil. So Rockland does take advantage of really the second, and with those 3 points, it's going to put them up 16-0.
See, that's a big stop. Really, you know, Marshfield gave up 3 points, but really, it's a big stop, you know, because now they, you know, conversions, they can tie the game. If they get on 20-0, they have to score 3 times.
Yeah. That's a good point, Phil. I think you're right. I think the Marshfield Ram defense was trying to establish themselves, and they did that time on that series. But and have converted them into points, and that's what's impressive. And that's what Jeff Reel coming onto the field after a little consultation with the coaching staff, deciding whether they want to kick the ball. So Jeff Reel's all set, and we're all set. Get a nice high boot this time.
Uh-oh.
Jeff Reel's going to bring him down. Now you know why Jeff Reel has tried to squib kick the ball. I mean, he just broke up the dead center. Special teams has allowed all year.
Yeah, that wasn't good. Just kind of made a few moves, and Jeff Reel brought him down. So I could bring some life into Marshfield here, so this is crucial for the Bulldogs to stop him here.
So with that run back, it's going to put him in excellent field position on the 34-yard line of Rockland. Right side, he was met solidly by Heath Parker. Here solidly at that linebacker spot.
Here comes your buddy Berger.
The Berger's coming in the game. We're going to put there on. So it's going to be a second. Let's call it 2nd and 8.
Okay.
Oh, nowhere to go, and my man made the stop.
Berger, yeah. There you go.
That's why he's there. So that defensive front now has got he's got Hart. So it's a 3rd down, 3rd and 10. So it was a loss of the 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be close to a 1st down. We'll have to see.
They're going to measure. Nice open field tackle, like you said.
I didn't see who caught the ball, but
who caught the ball there?
Number 22 is
Mike Holt. 225 fullback linebacker. He's a senior. Quarterback is a junior. Also a safety.
So it's going to be a 4th and inches for the Rams. I'm sure they'll go for it.
Fourth and inches.
Could be an inch. That was pretty close.
I don't think you do anything fancy yet. See if you can get it. I think they have a big enough offensive line to move the Bulldogs. See if the Bulldogs go with a slant.
He did it just as you said. He's just going to keep the ball. Just followed whatever way the defense went. He just followed his center and just landed to that side, just trying to pick up a couple of inches. So the Rams here started off with that excellent run back of the kickoff, has got themselves in pretty good field position. And now they're going to be 1st and 10 and operating from the 24-yard line. Back to pass. He was wide open. We have a bit of breakdown in that coverage.
Some breakdown.
Got to be cautious here. This team can put some points on the board. Took very good advantage of that field position, and it didn't take them very long.
No, sure didn't. That kick return pumped them up. That was a nice throw by the quarterback. That was a nice throw.
And they're going to go for the 2.
Yeah, they're going to call timeout.
So Marshfield's going to take a timeout here as they put their first points on the board, and we'll take one too. This is Rockland High School football, 53. Well, Marshfield Rams are going to put 6 points on the board as they did. Now they're going to, going to try for 2. We're going to split 2 receivers wide here to the right, the bottom of your screen. Put him in to this side. And the pass is complete. That was a nice patent by the Marshfield Rams. So they're right back in favor of the Bulldogs. But as again, Phil, I think that defensive series that the Marshfield Rams had, where they held the Bulldogs to those 3 points.
What that did for Marshfield was it was a little bit of a victory in a way, because you didn't give up the 7. Now you come back down, you get the touchdown, you get the 2-point conversion. Now the momentum has swung. It is time for Rockland to get their momentum back, because right now Marshfield has the momentum with 6 minutes to go in the half.
And you're right, we can't, that's, momentum is such a big thing in this. We talked about the fact that Rockland get on the board early, took advantage of the turnovers.
2-2-1.
I don't know.
I figure you have nothing to lose, but you're in the game. I don't know. I've seen it done before. The team, excuse me, had the ball. They were kicking off in the second half. They're up 6-0. You figure they're going to kick away. They did an onside kick and recovered it. So that's stuck in my mind ever since I've seen that. It was a gutsy call. I think they'll elect to kick away.
To receive. Is that Hickey?
That's who that is.
Good shot by Hickey, though. Took it up to about the 33-yard line.
See if Rockland can get a drive with take up about the last 5 minutes of the first half and
55 left to go in the half. Rich Haley now at one of the end spots. Give it to the second man, so that's Parker. Nice run by Heath Parker. He's been impressive tonight. But I'll tell you, if you noticed, and Heath Parker just kind of slid around the outside of that, went right through the hole, and it's going to be good enough for a first down. You're right, Phil. We got to hold the momentum here. Parker, Real, and Mumford is going to be a gift to Real, trying to break to the outside.
Oh, nice.
That was a good defensive stop.
Good defensive play by 58. He penetrated very well. That's Ben Cabral. He's only a sophomore. 5'10", 160. Outside linebacker. He made a nice penetration on that and stopped Jeff.
So it's going to be a second down, 2nd and 10. I'm going to give to Real off the right side, trying to get a few yards. So let's call it a gain of football. Bulldogs going to operate from their own 48-yard line. About 4.5 minutes left to go. 16-8. Now he's going to split out Parker on this side. Up the rail. Tell you, the secondary did.
He didn't pick it up, but he did a nice job.
Did a nice job.
Strung out well by Marshfield.
The cornerback Real had the ball.
It was 22 Holt on the start, and
So we got 4th and 3.
So Jeff Real gets a chance to punt here. Will he fake it like last week?
I don't know. I think I might want to kick it away and let my defense go to work.
After that return, I don't know.
Kind of went off. That's really the poorest kick I've seen Jeff have all season long. Really, kind of like
they had a guy in there in front of him, and he just tried to get it away. So that's a type kick, as you say.
So the Marshfield Rams are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, just shy of the 25. Draw play, nice. Rockland defense came up and met him. That hole was open for a bit, but Heath Parker, Phil Silva. So they picked up a couple on that play. Let's call it 2nd and 8. Oh, he's going to go wide to the left, trying to swing it wide. That's Phil Silva.
Good job defensively. Phil Silva strung that one out well.
I tell you, Phil is really good in the open field. He's shown that a couple of weeks in a row. He really is. And they try to swing that wide. Phil fought off the block. They had 3
Yeah, there you go. He's small. He's tough to block. He hits hard. He's very strong, too.
3rd and 15. Straight back to pass. They work it on a draw.
Okay.
I think that was
Hickey on that.
Hickey on that stop.
And Parker. So, good job defensively there by the Bulldogs.
So Rockland's going to take a timeout with 2 minutes left to go, and I'm sure in this field position I would expect the Rams to kick to Rockland. So Rockland wants to stop the clock and see if they can put some points on the board.
Yeah, that's what they want to try to do.
Oh, with 2:02 to go, we'll take a short break. Remind you, this is Rockland High School football here on WRPS TV 53. 2:02 left to go in the game. 4th down and 10 for the Marshfield Rams from their own. We got Real and Hanson back to the So Hanson fair catch the ball. An opportunity here to see if they can establish themselves before we end the half.
See if they go to the passing game with 1:56 to go.
Bulldogs bring him out. Should say McSherry brings him out. 1st and 10 from their own 45. Unusual. He's going to put Muffet in motion. He's going to go back. Nice throw to Parker.
Marshfield stringing that out well. That 58 playing well. He's playing well.
Let's call it 2nd and 9. Looks like they weren't set as far as what they want to do. The danger here, Phil, is that and obviously what we want to do is put some points in the ball, but most importantly, we don't want to throw it away and give Marshfield something, to start the second half with. So,
well, you got to be careful there because you give Marshfield the ball back with 1:30. So you really want to be careful as far as these next 2 plays. If you don't, pick up the first down, you want to be very careful. Because if I think if Marshfield gets them in 3rd down and long, they'll call timeout and force them to punt. So have to be careful here.
Okay, so the Bulldogs have a 2nd and 9 from their own 46-yard line. Split out Ewell. Now they're going to split out Real. Back to pass.
That's another thing is incomplete passes. That only took 4 seconds. So if Marshfield stops,
yeah, almost had that. They had a little bit of pressure. Nice pickup block by Scott Mumford. But ball just eluded Jeff Real. I think the ball was thrown a little bit behind him. So
tough
it's going
to see on this side.
3rd and 9.
See if they run some kind of a running play here.
On the same side, top of your screen. He's going to be back to pass this time.
Going for Larry. No. So that took a total of, they got the ball back with 2:02, about 51 seconds. So that was dangerous here because now you're giving them the ball back. So That's a
quick.
good punt.
We got a flag. One of those. Look at that ball bounce. He's in trouble. He's down to about the 2 or 3 yard line.
Good punt. We shall see what the flag is all about.
Knowledgeable man. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Too many men in the field, that must be. It's not ineligible. It's got to be too many men in the field.
Break for the Bulldogs.
Wow. Bulldogs do catch a break. Well, what an outstanding punt by Jeff Reel.
So that'll...
Wow, it's a 15-yarder.
Oof.
Boy, that hurt.
That hurt Marshfield.
Sure did. It hurt Marshfield greatly on that play. Now the Bulldogs got the ball back. Now, as you had said, Phil, minute 13.
So it's really time for them to take advantage of this and put one in here.
The Bulldogs catch a break. Minute 11 go. Now they're in the Ram territory on about the 38-yard line. Yulin Reel split low. So the pass was complete, but the referee is saying caught it out of bounds.
So now they're turning Mule there, and they're sending Derek deep, and they're having Jeff either do a down and out or a curl or something.
And for the Bulldogs. Now they got Hanson and Rail at the top of your screen. Parker and Mumford. Almost had it.
Looks like number 30.
Yeah, there was good coverage in the secondary.
Yeah, there was good coverage on that coverage. He's a 6-foot, 175-pound D-back. He's a senior.
So now the Bulldogs have a 30. 10 seconds left to go. Here in the first half, and the Marshfield Rams 8.
Two, so
watch the draw. Let's see what we got here. Now we're going to go straight
down
back.
And out. He's got him again. It's intercepted. He's going to run it back.
Run it out.
Yeah, nice move. So they double covered him on that, and that's what happened. Was the safety laid off enough, and Mike thought he had single coverage, and the safety came back over.
Yeah, they
so that was a nice play
well.
to disguise. Okay, we got single coverage. I'm going to throw it because and the safety came over and made the interception. So a nice play there by the safety. I think they'll just off to maybe round out the clock and go in anyway. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
That's what I was. Yep. That's what they're gonna do.
We'll go just with a straight draw up the middle. Still plenty of time here. It's going to be a second down 10 for the Marshfield Rams. And they're on the time. And it gives straight off the left side. Defensive front of Rockland. And that's going to end the first half of play. So at the end of the first half of play, the score is the Rockland Bulldogs 16 and the Marshfield Rams 8. And stay tuned. We're going to have lots of halftime activity here at the, this is our last home game. We're going to have the Rockland cheerleaders and also the Bulldogs. Remind you to keep watching. This is WRPS TV 53.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Rockland High School football.